Did you see this point performance?
Yes,
The Nets fall to the Atlanta Hawks on Saturday. So here's how the playoff picture currently looks. The Nets have already clinched a spot in the play-in tournament and still could improve their seeding with 4 games remaining on the season. 3 of Brooklyn's final 4 games at home. Magic, what do you think's more likely? The Brooklyn Nets having an early exit or a deep playoff run?
I think they're going to still have a deep playoff run. I think they'll win the play-in. I'm not worried about that when you have Kyrie and you have Kevin Durant. They're going to beat the Hornets or whoever's sitting there. I think that, you can have the best record being Miami and you're going to get the Brooklyn Nets. And so, listen, in a short series or 7-game series with Kyrie and Kevin Durant, they can win a series.
Yeah.
They just can't win, the championship. But they can win definitely a series or 2. And they're going to give people a lot of problems, Brooklyn. But my problem is still the same thing. It's still defense, defense, and defense with them. Even you saw Kevin scoring 55 points. Well, they got beat against the Atlanta Hawks. And so they've been losing these last 3-4 weeks. They haven't really played well. Mm-hmm. And so they got to get on a run, Stephen A., and start playing good basketball. They should use this last 4 games to try to really gain some momentum going into the playoff.
It's feeling like the super teams are a flop this season.
Yeah. Here's the deal. First of all, I'm not giving up on the Nets because I think they're so explosive offensively. They can beat anybody. And the only team whose continuity I trust is Milwaukee. Mm-hmm. Okay? And you never know what they're going to run into because you're going to face one or the other if you're the Nets in the first round. Okay? Because I'm like you assuming they're going to get past the play-in and they'll get a first-round series against whoever that number 1 seed is going to be. Right. And if it's Miami, then the Nets would be able to face them later, and who knows what's going to happen to Milwaukee because they're up and down sometimes, too, offensively, and we got to respect that. Right. Because the Nets can drop 130 on you in the blink of an eye. Kyrie Irving is a problem. The Atlanta Hawks the other night watched Kevin Durant put on an absolute show. He finished with 55 points. Do you know that Kyrie Irving shot the ball more than Kevin Durant? Kevin Durant shot the ball 28 times. Kyrie Irving shot the ball 32 times. What the hell are you doing shooting the ball more than Kevin Durant when Kevin Durant's in the midst of dropping 55 points? Late in the game, Kyrie Irving was the one launching shots. Right. He didn't give the ball to KD. How is that possible? How is that possible? Okay, these are the same arguments you used to bring up about Westbrook when they were in Oklahoma City together. Yep. Westbrook and Kevin Durant. Yep. Right now, if you look, Kevin Durant is the one that's been playing all season with the exception of the injury that he incurred that made him miss about 17 games, okay? Kevin Durant's the one that's been playing all season, on the road, at home, okay? He's been the one there consistently when healthy. Mm-hmm. And yet, Kyrie Irving is averaging more shots per game than Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant is shooting 20 shots a game. Kyrie's shooting 21 and a half shots a game. How is that possible? So if you are the Brooklyn Nets, where I would defer and lean in your direction, I'm thinking of Brooklyn and what they're supposed to be. But looking at who they are, this can't continue and you're going to win. Yeah. Now, Seth Curry comes there, he's going to get some shots. Right. Andre Drummond's going to get some rebounds and offensive rebounds, and that's going to give him more opportunities at the bite at the apple. Lord help them if Ben Simmons comes in there because he's a playmaker extraordinaire. He ain't going to shoot for you. He ain't going to hit free throws for you. Right. But he damn sure could set up for other people to shoot, and we get all of that. But when I look at Brooklyn, this is a problem. But I want to veer left and come at you with something. Okay. Because while you're here, the 5-time champion and Hall of Famer and greatest point guard in NBA history that you are, I have been on the record. People think I'm a little bit too hard on Kyrie. Now, I disagree with that. I just think that I'm calling it like I see it. My issue is not, people can think about what they want, talk to your medical professionals. I'm not getting into who should take shots and all of this stuff because of the vaccine and the COVID-19. I get on it about Kyrie because you were willing to cost your team the season. Yeah. They're there because of you. And you played 19 games until the mandate was lifted recently by New York Mayor Eric Adams. You were willing to cost your team the season. And I take very big offense to that because I'm about It's supposed to be about the chip. Everybody else vaccinated. There's a whole bunch of people in the league and a whole bunch of people on the team that didn't want to be vaccinated. Okay, but they did it because they're trying to win the chip. Right. That's where I hold Kyrie accountable. How do you feel about the position that I've taken? Do you think I'm wrong?
No, you're not wrong. You're spot on because you're the leader, Kyrie. You called everybody. Come on, KD, come play with me. Come on, we can do something special together in Brooklyn. And KD said, okay, I'm in. You know, you called James Harden. Okay, come on, you go from Houston to Brooklyn. A leader got to step up in tough times, right? I was the leader of the Lakers. So everything I was going to do, everybody was going to follow that. KD got his shot. We're waiting on you, Kyrie, because I signed up based on you telling me you're going to be here. And the fact that you can still say, man, I'm against this. I'm going to get this shot, but I'm against it.
Like Andrew Wiggins.
That's right. That's right. You hurt your team because they missed you. And right now, they're still trying to figure out how to play with you.
Yeah.
Because all season long, they didn't have you, right? Kyrie's got to figure out this. I got Curry, and I got Patty Mills, and I got KD, right? And I love Patty Mills. He knows how to win.
Yes, he does.
So when KD is rolling, it's about mismatches. And we're definitely going to see that in the playoffs. Whatever team has the mismatch and goes to those mismatches, that's who wins. So he's got to figure out, if I got it rolling, okay, let me do my thing. But if KD got it rolling, or we need Curry to hit threes and we need Patty Mills to hit threes, I got to make sure they get their shots up, especially if they're double teaming me or my shot is off and my game is not going good. They're going to have a tough time because of the fact that teams know this about them. They can attack them inside. Mm-hmm. You can drive the ball to the basket against the Brooklyn Nets and no resistance.
Molly, real quick before we go, because I know we got to get ready to get on out of here and bring up something about Tiger real quick. I had a Hall of Famer that I was sharing with Isaiah Thomas during the break. When they were arguing with me about Kyrie, I said, what would y'all do if he was on your team and you had a championship on the line? They said, we'd have tied him up and gave him the damn shot ourselves. Yeah. And I asked Magic, you agree with that?
No question.
Because it's not just any year, it's the year you're the favorite to win it all.
Right.
And everyone came because of you.
That's
all right. I'm going to blow off the Tiger lead because you all know the story here with Tiger and how improbable this would be. But he's a game-time decision. He wants to play in the Masters. Would this be the greatest comeback ever, considering what he went through with that car crash and all the surgeries? We didn't even know if he could walk.
No question about it. It would be the greatest. And all the golfers want him to come back.
Absolutely.
Because more viewers, more eyeballs will be on them.
More money.
Listen. You just said it right there.
Yeah.
Tiger brings something special every time he's on that course. Guys like me, I'm not a big golf fan, but if Tiger playing, I'm watching.
Right.
For sure.
Right? I'm watching. So that's what happens. He gets everybody to come watch. Everybody gets more hyped and excited. So I hope he plays.
Here's the deal. And I think this is what everybody's missing about this whole Tiger story. It's the first time in his career he's playing with house money. He can't do anything wrong the second he walks on that course because he almost died.
Right.
Yeah.
We all saw the visual.